Okay, how's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here. So we're driving down to work, and you know what? Watched Star Wars, the newest one there, The Rise of Skywalker, last night. Now I made an initial reaction video, and I don't know. I think I was just too much into the moment. You gotta calm down, and you gotta just think. You gotta think some things out. You gotta watch a couple videos, and you gotta set your mind straight, right? And you gotta really collect your thoughts, kind of where you were, and you know, like it's cool because you see something, and then you're like 20 minutes, like less than 20 minutes later, and you're like, you know, like you're kind of thinking about that. But you got to really sit back, and you really got to look at the whole picture, which is, you know, definitely what I needed to do. So yeah, that kind of being said, so yeah, we watched the movie, or yeah, me and my buddy did, and there was, man, I can't get out of here. There were several moments where I was just like shaking my head. Like I couldn't understand how they came up with these things. Like, now obviously this is gonna probably contain a couple spoilers, so that's just really all you need to hear. So the whole shit with Palpatine coming in there, right? And like there's so many little things that I liked and disliked that like it would take too long to bring them all up here. But more of the story, yeah, like the big stuff. So like kind of, yeah, Palpatine being there. I don't know why I didn't like it personally. I wasn't into that. I really liked our, like, in my opinion, now, I mean, now, like, the whole thing is, like, how the fuck did the Emperor survive, right? That's kind of the big deal. But my whole thing is, like, you know, I don't mind some of the things they were doing, but it's, like, you gotta, I don't know, like, if you got a new set of movies, focus it on those people. Those are the characters. But then it's like, just to bring the Emperor back, I wasn't really feeling that at all. Like, I was kind of like, yeah, like, maybe Snoke could have been the villain. Maybe Kylo Ren could have been the villain. But it was like, just to bring back the Emperor, with like little to no explanation of what was going on there. Yeah, left mean, I'm assuming, some other people, and a little bit of confusion of how that's even possible. And supposedly, like, Rey died, and then like they've been like transferring life force. I'm not opposed to that. I think it's kind of cool. They did that a little bit in The Mandalorian, where like Baby Yoda heals up a wound, and you'd have to assume it's kind of the same way that is done. So hard to say. So yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. And my God, like the movie looked incredible. Like any shots and visuals and stuff like that. 18-wheeler just like literally just came right out in front of me, so that's awesome. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, so yeah, like visually though, yeah, this movie was like top notch. There's a scene that really made me laugh though. It's like when they got all the Star Destroyers and they're like parked basically, and they're like, all right, like we need to get out of here. Like that whole thing was like weird. Because I'm always like so wondering why the Star Destroyer can't shoot down a fighter. Like, you know, like that doesn't make any sense to me. It should be able to take something out. And I'm really glad the Resistance started using Y-Wings again, like not the weird World War II bombers. It didn't make any sense. So they're using the Y-Wings, and there'd be like one Y-Wing and like literally like 6 TIE fighters, and they would shoot them down. And then they were like, ah! And like they were just like, you know, like they were all getting wrecked, right? And Poe's like, ah, like we've lost. Like, man, that should have happened within like the first 2 minutes. Like, woo, TIE fighters are all out, they're dead. And it was because it was like 12 ships. That's what they sent in. I don't know. Yeah, I think they did some redemption though, to kind of where they were at from the last movie. Like that fucking, man, The Last Jedi, I think definitely put some fucking bruises there. They were just like ripping band-aids off like it was nothing. Yeah, they definitely like for example, like the Knights of Ren were like a thing. And, you know, and they didn't really do a whole lot. They fought Kylo at the end of it. And like, without the lightsaber, like, you know, Kylo was kind of getting bodied. So it was kind of entertaining to see that. You know, that they were finally actually, well, they were there, and that they actually did something, because, you know, they were kind of only briefly in The Force Awakens, you know, which is obviously just by that, you know, the flashback, right? So, and like I'm trying to look for the good things too, and I definitely think that this one had a lot more. there was a lot more in it that you could probably you could write home about. You're like, that wasn't too bad. You know, I hate to say it, man, the Last Jedi, yeah, that was a struggle for me, man. I still don't think about that movie and be like, man, that was pretty good, or this was pretty good. I'm like, man, it's trash. Supposedly this one's been like rated worse. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people jump on a bandwagon. They just kind of hear something's getting negative reviews, and they just kind of jump onto it, possibly for views and stuff. I don't know, or maybe they're giving their honest opinion. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a super lover of this film by any means, but it's like there's still some good things about it. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually quite happy with that. Like, there's a couple scenes I'd probably tune into again. But yeah, I really like they did more in the Force powers. Like, they kind of showed a bit more there. That like Rey and Kylo, like, obviously have trained a little bit. Like, it clearly that was visible, which was cool. Yeah, the whole like Sith Order, I don't know what the fuck was going on there. There's like thousands of them. Okay. I was like, yeah, all right. You know, it's like right on. Like, I don't even know what to say to a couple of those scenes. It was like, that stuff was like, eh. And then she had like the 2 lightsabers, and you know, it's how she won. Like, oh. And like, it was like all the Jedi. Yeah, that guy didn't even signal. He just slammed on the brakes and randomly turned. Awesome. Yeah, so it was like literally like Rey brings in the 2 lightsabers and defeats Palpatine because he can't beat 2 lightsabers, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah. And like, and then you get all the Jedi talking to her, and I thought that was pretty fucking hilarious actually, because it's just like, yeah, I'm all the Jedi. Thank you. Like, they're all in me. Thank you. And it's like, what the fuck? And like, when she's got like the 2 lightsabers, and she's, you know, Palpatine's like obviously like traditional, just Force lightning only, never do any other attack. Which I honestly I actually think is pretty funny. So yeah, that's happening, and she's getting closer, and it's like reflecting the lightning to him, which is like a classic of like, oh, you're basically killing yourself. Why doesn't he just stop the lightning? He's like, oh, to keep, like, you know, that's what it should be. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things like that. I think it was kind of funny too, like when the Resistance, like they had like the full fleet, and they were like claiming it wasn't a fleet, it was just a ton of people of like ships. And I was like, all right. And like they had like the new Moff in there, who I forget Buddy's name. Hawks, was that it? I don't know. Or General Hawks, I don't know what it was called. But yeah, so they basically just to kind of replace him. But I kind of like that guy's character originally in the first one there, The Force Awakens, because he really seemed like he was like an indirect way of like, I'm superior to Kylo Ren, right? And I kind of like that. You know, I actually kind of enjoyed that idea, and then that just kind of got thrown out the window, unfortunately. Which is like I said, it's a big shame, because you know that was actually kind of cool. But yeah, overall, I don't know. Like I said, I could go on and on. You can nitpick the fuck out of this thing, but it's like, just enjoy for what it was, man. And I don't know, I thought it was a good Star Wars movie. There's one other complaint I will say. They did get me once with a little joke, but other than that, like, there's just way too much humor in this movie. They gotta like tone that down. Like, they really do. They really gotta just like tone down the humor a little bit, because it's just like way too much, man. It's like, it's just everywhere. It's like every fucking, it feels like it was like every 5 minutes there's a joke. And while I'm on the topic, guys, I just thought of it as well. Another thing that kind of comes to my mind when I think about the movie is I felt like it was a little jam-packed. Also, I just remembered I forgot my lunch in my house. Yeah, it's a little jam-packed. The movie, it's quite tight. Like, there's just so much fucking happening that it's like they really, in my opinion, they really needed to like space that out a little bit. Because yeah, you just got so fucking much going on at once. It's crazy, right? Like, it's just insane. I don't know how they fucking managed that, but yeah, power to them. Anyway, so this woman's like basically riding me back there, so that's cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Definitely check it out though. It's worth a shot. I like it. I honestly don't mind the movie as much as I thought I would. I'm not crazy about it either. Like, I don't hate it and I don't like it. I'm kind of like right there in between, and I don't know, it's fine. But there's definitely some better Star Wars films, and I think there's one that's worse. But anyway, yeah, so then thank you so much for watching. We're gonna see you in the next video. Cheers and take care. Thank you.